Kaibigan sa Big Dome, the Araneta Coliseum, dito po sa gitna ng Quezon City as we take a look at our QuickTime starting five brought to you by QuickTime, the all-in-one glue, technology by Loctite. Nothing new for both teams. They come up with their strongest five. In fact, itong pinasok nila Yeng units nila have started for them in all of their games. As Abarientos takes this first shot, and that is going to be a very interesting matchup, Yeng. Yung Abarientos laban kay Jerome Ejercito. Ejercito is playing so well para sa Mobiline, although nagkaroon na siyang turnover doon. 14 points per ball game lang ina-average ni Jerome Ejercito.
Kanina nabanggit ko sa iya kasamang Noli. Magiging problema to actually para sa Alaska. In terms of height kasi malaki agwat itong si Ejercito at ni Johnny Abarientos, and si Ejercito can post up and play with his back to the basket. Pero alam naman natin si Johnny Abarientos, veteranong-veterano na to. So marami na siyang alam na pangontra sa ganyang mga post-up ni Jerome Ejercito.
Actually, ang problema ng Alaska, especially in their last game, has not been their offense but their defense. They gave up 100 points. At sabi sa atin ng ating head statistician na si Fidel Mangonon, this is the most number of points. First time na nagbigay ang Alaska ng mahigit 100 puntos, so 100 or more, in over a year. The last time that they did that was back in the All-Filipino Conference laban sa Tanduay. And so kaya naman sinabon sila kagad ni Coach Tim Kuno sa laban nila against Barangay Ginebra.
Yes, at very uncharacteristic para sa Alaska yung magbigay sila ng maraming puntos. Ayan na si Johnny, yung sinasabi natin kanina. Facing the basket, may advantage si Johnny against
Ejercito.
But back to the basket, meron namang advantage si Ejercito over kay Johnny Abarientos.
Magandang tutukan yan kung yan ang magiging pwestuhan mamaya. Although si Ejercito ngayon ang tumatao kay Kenneth Duren. Para may tabla ang ating talaan ngayon. Pinag-uusapan natin si Louie Alas. Well, he is on his first two-game winning run dito sa PBA. And certainly si Louie Alas, slowly parang nadjigel niya itong mga kumpanan nito na nailalagay na niya yung kanyang mga system sa Nuyeng. At kapuna-puna yan. At
saka importante rito is you draw out the talent from your players. Na importante dahil na kailangan nilang pagtakpan yung pagkawala ni Asi Taulaba. Mabuti na lang, Jericho Tiniera, Vic Pambo are stepping up.
Talk about stepping up. That's one man, si Bong Hawkins, who has certainly been very consistent para sa kumpanan ng Alaska, although he missed that last attempt. Here's Kenneth Durembes. He's a guy who's struggling. He's averaging only about 10 points a game. And there's a hand check foul laban kay Ejercito. That'll be number 2 now on Ejercito.
Again, malaki problema yan dahil alam natin, starting point guard nila, ito si Jerome Ejercito. He will have to cut his minutes if he's in foul trouble.
There's Louie Alas, dating head coach ng Manila Metro Stars dyan sa NBA. And of course, a welcome addition dito sa PBA.
Itong Alaska is going to their isolation plays for the last 3 or 4 plays. Ayun, very successful sila doon with Kenneth Durembes.
Parang nakatali na ang kamay ni Jerome Ejercito with 2 personal fouls.
Yes, and we don't see any double teams so far from both sides.
And we don't see any move as well from Louie Alas to pull out Jerome Ejercito from this game. Samantala may foul si Edward Huino, who is taking on Carlos Strong early in this game. At ano sa tingin mo yung matchup na yan? Mukhang ang gusto nilang limitahan si Jericho Tiniera as we take a look at national coach Tim Cone.
Well, sa matchup na yun, ibig sabihin lang, malaki ang respeto nila sa contribution si Jericho Tiniera. Import ang katapat niya ngayon.
Looks at si Carlos Strong. Ginawa pa niya sa kabila. Very simple ang mga galaw nito si Carlos Strong.
And si Carlos Strong, very solid player. He's not a showy or hindi siya showtime player.
Oo, ayun.
Very effective.
Here's the Ejercito off the turnover. Jerome, nilaglag kay Carlos Strong. He goes up. And Huino took a hard fall there, although he looks okay.
Mukhang okay naman. Mukhang ang tumama pa sa kanya si Johnny Abarientos.
Nagpapahinga. Panoorin natin nila si Jerome Ejercito on that almost no-look pass, foul by Abarientos. Then si Huino parang sumaho, napasahod siya kay Johnny. That was a PLDT IDT slow-mo replay up to 75% off. Pwedeng i-play-by-play ang kwento sa mga kamag-anak abroad.
Ito ang meron ng Mobiline ngayon. They have the quickness to run up and down court. Tapos meron silang perimeter shooting. Jerome Ejercito, si Jerry Codiniera. Tapos andyan pa si Don Camaso na kung minsan madalas din makatira sa labas.
That's one thing you like about Don Camaso. Si Camaso marunong tumira sa labas, and he can run the floor as well. And of course, rebound. There's Camaso trying to put it back. Wala. Bate po ang Mobiline ng isa. 5-4. 9-10 remaining sa unang ito. Uino against Codinera. Oh, that's a tough matchup. Codinera, one of the best defensive centers in the league.
Ganda ng depensa ni Jerry doon. Hindi nakakuha ng pwesto itong si Coach Uino.
Inikot nila. Si Carlos Strong ang nasa low block. Laban kay Kurt King. Ngayon si Kurt King naman tumatawa sa kanya. Inilabas kay Ejercito. That'll be number 2 on Uino.
Ayan, para nagpaparehas na sila, no? Kanina si Jerome Ejercito, 2 fouls. Ngayon, si Coach Uino naman, agad-agad, may 2 fouls na rin.
And like Louie Alas, walang galaw si Coach Tim Cone right now para iupo si Coach Uino, who picked up his second foul. 3 team fouls ang magkabilang koponan, although si Don Aliado is up on his feet now. Carlos Strong sa labas, off to the right. Here's Duremdes. Ano yung kanyang tirang yun? Magandang depensa ni Jesus. What a spin! Carlos Strong missing that one, however. No foul. They come back the other way. 3-on-3. Kurt King sees the lay. Yes! And one.
Tignan natin kung sino ang out. Nako, yun, si Jerome Ejercito, 3 na.
Masakit yan.
Agad-agad binunod si Coach Louie itong si Patrick Fran para palitan si Jerome na may 3 foul na ngayon.
Hindi siya natakot no? Gusto pa sana niyang sapalin. Pero si Kurt King already had the momentum. And that's a strange way of running the fast break. Si Kurt King ang nagtapos doon. Si Kenneth Duremdes. Of course, si Kenneth Duremdes is second in the league pagdating sa assists. Pero still, kadalasan si Johnny nagpapasimula ng fast break.
Yes, at si King, pinakikita lang yan na he can start the fast break, he can also finish the fast break.
Ejercito, nilaglag kay Carlos Strong. He goes up there. A great super Fulcasil tapal from Kurt King.
Ayun ang hindi natin nakikita itong last couple of games, kaya tumaas ang scoring, no, ng mga kalaban ng Alaska, yung kanilang team defense, no, at marami silang inalaw na puntos sa past few games.
Ito si Kurt King has not shown too much of his shot blocking ability. He's only averaging about less than a shot block a game, as you see Jerry Codinera with a nice semi-hook. Pero alam natin si Kurt King, if he focuses on defense, he can be certainly an intimidating factor sa loob ng paint. Ano?
Tama.
Bounce pass, Hawkins, nabulabog, nabatik palabas. Let's see. Mukhang nahawakan ni Camaso yun.
Pero, ayan, Alaska ball, tama.
Yes, ruling ni referee Tito Varela, who together with referee Josen Ramos are calling the shots today. On the floor, Aliado is in the game now. Side shot, and Don Aliado is on the board early in this game.
And ayun din ang maganda kay Kenneth Duremdes, number 2 in assists. Again, giving up an assist, they're finding the open man.
He's averaging 5.3 assists per ball game. Bumaba na yan from about 7. And here's Strong, picking controls. The black shirts are running. Hawkins, tuloy-tuloy sa basket. And the Hawk gives Alaska 4-point lead.
Very aggressive ang start ng Alaska ngayon, at hindi ka mukha nung ibang start nila. Actually, matamlay sila sa ibang mga start nila. But this time, mukhang umubra yung sermo ni Coach Tim Cone.
Well, one thing that they showed against Ginebra, they were very complacent sa laban na yun. At ang Barangay Ginebra just came out to play 2 nights ago. Well, ayaw na ng Alaska maulit yan. And how difficult is it to play Alaska after they come off a loss? They've not lost back-to-back games. Sabi nga natin, in over 5 months. That's the record. There's Hawkins again.
And it looks like Alaska came out to play tonight. Maagang maaga ito kanilang ratsyada rito.
Ayun ang tira ni Carlos Strong. Yun ay pamatay sunog.
Actually, muntik na mailigang defense ng Alaska, pero naging blessing in disguise pa para sa Mobiline. Pumasok yung 3-point shot.
That is only the second 3-point shot or PLDT IDD long distance shot ni Carlos Strong in this conference. He's averaging only 25%. In the meantime, si Don Camaso picking up his first foul here. Lead is down to 3. 13-10. Lamang po ang Alaska Milk. Very important game. Mobiline trying to keep its winning run. Alaska trying to come in to the Magic 4. Sablay ang tira ni Duremdes.
Magandang matchup din yun, si Durendes versus Bong Ravena, no? So, isang defensive specialist against yung ating former MVP.
Yes. Alam ko, si Durendes hindi rin pwedeng tawanan ng depensa niyan.
Ay, hindi.
Naku, nakantala ang pasa, nabulabog, napunta kay Johnny Amarientos, tinitingnan ng battlefield. Oh, what a pass! That is the kind of player Kenneth Durendes is. He can see the floor with eagle eyes.
Yung tinatawag nating ball faking, ano? So, binake niya muna yung atensyon ng depensa, napunta sa kabila, at saka pinasa for the easy layup.
Carlos Strong, binangga ang katawan, rebound, nabitawan niya, lalabas, mananatili, or pupunta sa panig ng Alaska. Strong start for the Milkmen, and they have erected an... Kirk King with offensive rebound, tries to make room, and he gets the basket.
Alaska is working hard tonight. Offensive rebound, Kirk King on the follow-up. Very organized sila ngayon. Ito.
Strong na double team. Amasa sa labas. And gets a PLDT, IDD long distance shot. That is his fifth point. Una niyang three-pointer. He's averaging about 29% from the three-point range.
Yeah, advantage si Don Camaso. No? It's about 6'6", and he can shoot over the arms of the defense pag nasa labas siya.
Mataas pa lumundag yan.
Oo.
Natapik ang bola at may foul si Carlos Strong. That'll be number 2 now on Strong.
Number 25, Carlos Strong, penalty situation. Second foul on Carlos.
Nasa penalty na po ang kupunan ng Mobiline, and that'll send Kirk King to the free throw line.
2 free throws for Kirk King.
Again, ang Alaska is coming off a loss against Barangay Ginebra just a couple of nights ago. Laban nilang yun, they gave up 30 free throws to their opponents. And that's one thing na nabanggit nga ni Coach Tim Cone, ano bang klaseng depensa pinakita nyo ng araw na yun. Of course, their offense was not wanting. In fact, paramihan sa kanilang mga starters were in double digits nung laban na yun. But it was really the defense giving up 100 points na naging problema ni Coach Tim Cone.
And delikado sa Alaska, no? If they decide to play defense, they can play defense. And this time, they fouled on si Johnny Amarientos.
That'll be number 2 on the flying A. Patrick Brand, by the way, is in the game now. Pinaltan niya si Jerome Ejercito, who has 3 personal fouls early in this game. Laro. We haven't seen today. You have to take a look at his PLDT long distance shot. Si Vic Pablo also has played well.
Oh, yes.
So far para sa Mobiline, pero hindi pa siya natin nakikita dito.
Oo, kaya nga malalim na malalim ang bench ng Mobiline dito, no? Dahil pwedeng punutin na mag-deliver para dito sa Mobiline.
Samantala si Kirk King, hindi na daw kailangan bumunot pa ng player. Siya na mismo bumubuhat sa kanila. 11 puntos na po ang import ng Alaska Milk. This is a guy who only averages 22 a game, although tumaas na yan from a 15 level noong una siya nagpasimula dito, pero daan-daan na niya pinapakita yung opensa niya, Yeng.
Oh, yes. At doon nakita natin na pumount si Bong Hawkins kay Don Camaso, who was forced to bring down the ball kasi pinipressure ni Johnny yung kanilang point guard na si Patrick Franz.
Nasa penalty na ang dalawang koponan, 3:35 remaining here in the first quarter. Namaso into the game dahil si Hawkins na mawala sa rebounding sequence. Ano?
Tama, yun ang yun ang threat niya sa labas. So Hawkins has to come out for him. At saka isang malaking bagay din. Malakas mumelt si Bong Hawkins Malakas mumelt sa bola. So kung threat sa labas yung kanyang tinatao, hindi masyado makakahelp si Bong Hawkins.
Kagaya niyan, help nga siya kaya sila natawagan ng illegal dyan.
Illegal defense.
Pero tama ka doon, yung sa puntong yon. And that's the concept of the team defense ng Alaska Milk. Again, Camaso playing number 3 here. Kaya lumalabas si Hawkins. There's the help defense na pinag-usapan mo, Yeng. Durendes getting the steal, but yung pasa niya, masyadong masikip yun.
Masyadong masikip. Napakaliit ng butas Sinubukan niyang ipasok.
Oo.
Nakuha tuloy.
Butas ng karayo ang pinasok niya
Bola ng basketball eh.
Papasok po tayo, or less than 3 minutes na lamang sa unang yugto. Cordillera faking, turning around. What a shot. Ang hirap to, na-kontra-tiempo yun eh. He went going to his left, tapos biglang pumihit, papuntang kanan, tapos nag-turn around na naman. And Jerry Cordillera is just very sharp.
Ang taas ng kumpiyansa ni Jerry. No? Last few games sila, napakataas ng kumpiyansa ni Jerry.
Well,
talaga.
he's shooting 47% in this conference. Pero kagaya nga nabanggit natin, in his last 2 games, he's been shooting 53.6%. Patrick Fran, nilabas kay Bong Ravena. Cordillera ang libre. Keyhole jumper. Wala. And Aliado will be called for this one. Gusto sana niyang i-box out si Carlos Strong from the offensive glass. Pero masyadong nadiin.
Tama. At,
Obvious na obvious.
Ayun na, nakuhanan din siya ng, ng experience, ika nga, nito si Carlos Strong. Umarte ng konti para mapansin ng referee.
Sa college ball. Welcome back mga kaibigan sa inyong PBA Commissioner's Cup. Noli Yala po kasama si Yang Giao. At si Carlos Strong nasa free throw line. Opportunity para kausapin ko kumpare kong Yang about ang batang Red Bull na medyo minalas kayo nung last game ninyo, Yang.
Oo nga eh, puro end game ang talo namin, ano? So siguro kailangan na magkaroon pa ng konti experience yung mga bata, ano? Sa pagpapanalo, makahanap sila ng paraan para maipanalo yung end game namin.
Eh lalo na ngayon na napakahigpit ang ating team standings. Bawat panalo dito, bawat talo ay napakahalaga, no?
Importante. Kaya kita mo itong Alaska at itong Mobile ay nagpapakamatay itong dalawang koponan na to para manalo ngayon.
Totoo yan. Because ang Alaska is in the bottom 4 kung ating tutusin if we started the quarterfinals today. So they certainly want to get up to that top 4 just to get that twice to beat advantage. Rodney Santos, pasa nila, natala na naman. Again, Mobiline, parang na-anticipate yung mga ganong klaseng galaw. Jumper, and Don Camaso is red hot in the first quarter. 7 points. Top local scorer, and the lead swings back to Mobiline, 22-21.
Parehong koponan kasi nagdo-double team na eh. Kaya nagmo-move sila ng bola. May mga nalilibre ngayon.
Hindi yun ang tira ni Kirk King sa labas. Again, umaatake ang phone pals. They look for their import. 14 seconds sa kanilang shot clock. A minute and 13 in the first. They move it around again. Camaso's the open man again from the other corner. Wala. He gets it back. Camaso goes to the hole. Don Camaso with 9 points. What a game.
Ganun ang aggressiveness dapat. Ano? Nagmintis ka ng tira, huwag ka lang tatayo. No? You look for an opportunity. At buti na lang nakita siya ni Jerry. Nabigyan siya ng assist doon.
Oh. 45 seconds remaining. Torrentes sa luwag again. That pass. Another turnover. Lead pass. Hindi nakatingin si Torrentes. Tuloy-tuloy kay Ravena. Two mistakes. Una yung pasa. The other one, he was just parang namamasil sa luneta eh.
Hindi niya nakita yung pasa. Nasa itaas na lang ulo niya. Kaya too late na mag-react siya.
You know, very uncharacteristic kay Kenneth Torrentes yan. He's averaging 5 assists per game, but only 2.7 turnovers. Here's that pass. Kita mo, parang pabanjing-banjing si Aliado at saka si Torrentes. Nahuli na yung kanilang pagdepensa. And that forces Tim Con to call a 30-second timeout here with 30 seconds to go in the quarter. Mobiline, abante po ng 5 puntos. And all of a sudden, itong Mobiline, umarangkada na naman. Kulang na naman sa depensa ang Alaska Milk.
Yes, at pasalamat sila dito kay Don Camaso, no? Siyang nag-init dito.
Well, this 30-second timeout is brought to you by San Mig Light. And totoo yan, si Don Camaso, 9 na puntos na po ang nabubuhos. His average in the PBA Commissioner's Cup is only 5.8 points a game. So mahigit na sa boundary niya. At maaga pa tayo dito.
Yan pa maganda rito sa Mobiline. Ano? One game, mag-iinit ito si Patrick Fran or yan sila Jerome Ejercito, yung mga gwardiya nila. In other games, mag-iinit sila Jerry, mag-iinit naman sila Big Pablo, saka sila Don Camaso. Kaya mahirap i-anticipate, ano? Mahirap paghandaan sa depensa itong Mobiline team na to.
Well, fine job being done by Louis Alas and of course his assistant, si Aric Del Rosario. They've certainly come up with great adjustments for this Mobiline team who for a while seemed lost without Asi Taulava. But now, there's new life after Asi. At si Dorendes patuloy ang problema as you take a look at Bong Hawkins, who has 6 points in the first quarter, but siya lamang ang tumutulong sa kanilang import na si Kirk King. Si Dorendes, pangalawa niya, wala pa rin. 2 misses from Captain Marbel.
Parang medyo lumaylay yung pacing ng Alaska, no? Kanina matinding-matindi yung intensity nila, biglang bumagsak ngayon.
Oo. Nakaturo ang kanilang unit sa shot clock at the game clock. Sabi nila last shot time. They look for Carlos Strong and there's a foul. Nasa penalty na magkabilang koponan. And that will send Strong to the line. Second foul ni Don Aliado.
Foul number 8, Don Aliado is second.
Yan din, isa akong napansin dito kasamang Noli. No? Even in the games that we play sa Batang Red Bull, etong mga referees napaka-stricto ngayon, ano? Dun sa contact, ano? Dun sa pagdepensa mo, yung mga hand check, yung mga bangga, eh madalas nila tawagin ngayon.
Oo. Hindi na pwede yung
Hindi na pwede yung
papitik-pitik.
yung mga minamasahe. Kung minsan dati,
Saka yung pagpatapos na yung oras sa quarter, minsan pinapabayaan na nila yun eh. Pero ngayon, tinatawag pa nila.
stricto. Kaya nga nakita natin earlier, si Jerome Ejercito, 3 kaagad ang fouls. Kaya persado siya umupo.
Si Winyo, 2 fouls na maaga. 2 na rin si Aliado, 2 rin si Abarientos. In the meantime, 1 out of 2 from the line. Nalang na po ang alang Mobiline ng 6. Running shot ni Abarientos, and that'll do it here in the first quarter. A 6-17-4 run. Ang dami nating nakakausap ng mga security guard na kumbaga kung hindi man sila duty, PBA nakatutok. Kung naka-duty man, minsan nagdadala sila ng either radyo o maliit na TV. At kami po ay natutuwang makasama kayong lahat sa inyong bayan ng superstars. Main game today, araw po ng linggo sa PBA Commissioner's Cup. Mobiline laban sa Alaska. Si Victor Pablo pumasok na sa ating laban. At iniupo niya si Don Camaso. Rodney Santos is also in the game. Walang tinamaan yung tira. At ang bola babalik sa panig ng Alaska Milk.
Nabanggit mo, Noli, yung mga kaibigan natin mga security guard.
Oo.
Pampaalis ng antok nila, yung papanood ng panonood ng PBA. At saka syempre, pag-inom ng Batang Red Bull.
Ayan, syempre naman.
Pampaalis antok yan.
Alam mo, yung ito pampaalis ng antok, pero pampapusog din doon sa mga hindi pa naghahapunan. Sana po kayo nabubusog. Sa inyong kinagigiliw ng PBA. Samantala si Bong Hawkins. Maganda yung tirang yun. Muntik na maakaw niya Barrientos. Ang bilis talaga siya. Ito, double triple.
Ako, nakakalimutan.
Shooting violation.
Mental lapse on the part of Bong Ravenna.
Brian Gahol for Don
And now
Aliado.
Brian Gahol will see action for the first time. Kapaltan niya si Don Aliado. Brian Gahol is a guy who has certainly picked up his game dito sa Commissioner's Cup, averaging 7 points a game, shooting close to 53% from the field.
Doon sa first quarter pa lang, itong Mobiline, meron na kaagad 3 3-point shot. 3 out of 4 sila, 75% from the 3-point area.
Talagang yun na yata naging difference, no?
Oo, yung 9
Gossip,
points
9
nila.
points kagad yun, eh.
Sa 3-point area kanina, first quarter pa lang.
At ang lamang ng Mobiline, 6. So halos yun na nga. Samantalang Alaska patuloy dun sa kanilang play na parang ito, maganda yung pasa this time ni Kirk King. Pero yung kanina yung nahuhuli yung pasa nila na puro drop pass. Parang ang Mobiline na pag-aralan yung play ng Alaska.
Oo, magaling mag-scout naman pareho itong team na to, no? You can see that they both well scouted, kaya mas mahirap makashoot. Mas mahirap mag-execute.
In terms of defense, ang Alaska, very unusually, is the second worst in the league, giving up about 89 points to their opponents. Nakakapagtaka yan.
Ayun nga na pag-usapan natin kanina, very uncharacteristic for Alaska to give up too many points.
Yes. Here's Kirk King turning around. That one spins out. Mobiline, on the other hand, is only giving up about 82 points a game, one of the best in the league. Tira sa labas ni Strong. Carlos Strong with 11.
Alam mo, ito si Carlos Strong, akala ng iba, no, na dinidepensahan siya. Mahina yung kanyang outside shooting. But if you give him enough time and good looks, he will make his basket from the outside.
From the 2-point range, Yeng, ang kanyang average is about 43%. So, hindi naman kasamaan.
And that's about decent, para sa kanya. Uy, Rodney Santos.
Talk about decent. Si Rodney Santos played well in his last game against Barangay Ginebra. Scored about 20 points, if I'm not mistaken, in that particular game. Of course, in a losing cause. There's a whistle. Illegal defense here.
Kasamang
Alaska, yes.
kasama Noli itong si nabanggit natin kanina, Codinera and Vic Pablo stepping up for Mobiline. Para sa Alaska naman, aside from yung regulars nila, Rodney Santos at saka si Brian Gahol naman, ang so far nag-step up dito sa last few games ng Alaska. That's
Yes.
why we're expecting a lot from them this time,
Technical free throw, nakuha ni Patrick Fran. Tama yung sinabi mong yun eh. Talagang yung bench ng Alaska, and we've mentioned this in so many of our coverages, parang ito si Tim Cone, meron kagad second generation ng mga players.
The next millennium.
Next millennium, next decade.
Alam mo, maski naman yung regulars niya, yung talagang first stringers niya, itong si Johnny at itong si Kenneth Remdes, hindi naman katandaan yan.
Ay, nako.
At their peak, at their physical peak, itong dalawang ito.
Yes. Maybe in terms of number of years, they are veterans in this game, but not certainly in age. That is Kirk King. Pinigilan ni Patrick Fran, and let's see if this will be a advantage foul. Hindi tatawag ito. A good foul given up by Patrick Fran, stopping the fast break.
That's a smart foul to give dahil siguradong 2 points import na nagdadala doon. There's no way you can stop him going to the basket.
Oh. At ngayon si Boyet Francisco will check in. Yan naging feature natin sa ating veterano profile kanina.
Marunong pala mag-piano to si Boyet.
Magaling. Concert pianist pala to. Kaya pala mahusay din tumira sa labas. Yung mga taliri talaga mahuhusay. Oh, matik na masapal yan. Instead, there will be a foul against Codinera, it seems. And Kirk King will go to the line.
Foul number 44, Jerry.
Looked like Codinera had ball there.
Maganda na yung position ni Jerry. Ang nagka-problema lang, tinamaan daw niya sa kamay ito si Kirk King. But so far, Jerry's playing very good position defense against Kirk King. Hindi siya nagpapapuwersa sa ilalim.
Nakita natin si Louie Alas, sinisilip yung ating big screen dito para makita yung huling play na yon. Kirk King making his first free throw. He has a total of 12 points. In his last game against Barangay Ginebra, he scored 32 points. 54% from the field and 67% from the line. So alam mo ito si Kirk King slowly picking up his scoring dito yung nagpasimula yan. Talagang umumenta na niya improve na.
Oy, backing yun, backing.
At binikling si Patrick Fran sa center line, and that'll be a turnover against Mobiline.
Nagbunga yung backcourt pressure nila Johnny Abarientos, depensa ng Alaska. Nagkaroon ng turnover doon para sa kanila.
Ito ang nakakatakot na unit ng Alaska. Itong Abarientos Santos na magkasama, kasama si Kahol. Ito yung mga tumatakbo eh.
Ito yung mga hustler nila.
Oo. Kakamada ng fast break. Kumat si Rodney Santos, walang pasa. Victor Pablo will be called for this one. First foul ni Victor Pablo. Quite interestingly, he's guarding Bong Hawkins. Pareho sila na naging kandidato dun sa ating Centennial team. Hawkins was actually included already pero nagkaroon siya ng injury. Si Pablo naman was one of the last players dropped from the PBA Centennial team that time. Camaso is back in the game. Codinera sits down. There's that play again. And again, it's broken up by Mobiline.
Actually, maganda yung line ng pasa. It was just too strong for Brian Gahol to handle. But maganda. Good idea. Yung execution lang nagkaroon ng problema.
Alaska had 5 turnovers back in the first quarter. They had a total of 11 all in the game. Laban sa Barangay Ginebra. And talk about turnovers. Here's Abarientos with the left hand. Malakas. Gets his own miss. Binigay kay Santos. And that's what we were saying. This is the quick lineup. Gahol, Santos and Abarientos combining.
Ayun yung trio nandun at muntik na naman yun.
Muntik na naman maagaw. Francisco faking. He's wide open. Malakas. Abarientos gets the rebound. They're down by just one. Hawkins tumatakbo. Nilusog si Patrick Fran. Nabitawan ang bola. Carlos Strong with a spin. Here's Pablo. Maliit at tumatao. Patay.
Alam niya, yung kanyang teammate ng college, Johnny
Abarientos sa
Sabi niya,
FAU.
hindi ako aabutan nito. Kaya ko itira ito ka over Johnny.
Victor Pablo was chosen ahead of Johnny Abarientos in the draft. Nakalibre ang Alaska nun. Here's Rodney Santos. Yes! Rodney Santos with 8 points, all made in the second quarter.
Ayan ang malaking advantage ng Alaska. Kenneth Torrentes is sitting on the bench pero hindi nila namimiss ito dahil ito sila Rodney Santos nagdi-deliver.
Oo. Lusot si Carlos Strong sa depensa. Splitting the double team. And Carlos Strong with 13, the same output of Kirk King.
Yung matchup na pinag-usapan natin kanina, no? Matchup of the imports, they play alike, they even look alike, and now pareho sila, 13-13 ang kanilang score.
Styles are the same. Reach and foul. And let's see. Mukhang laban kay Patrick Fran ito. Yes. That'll be number 2 on Patrick Fran. And now Hawkins will be given a rest. Si Edward Guino will come back into the game. Kailangan lamang. Hawkins medyo napapagod na ng konti-konti dito. He had 6 points in the first quarter. Wala pa siya nagagawa in the second. Fresh from the bench. Sablay ang tira ni Guino. Offensive rebound by Gahol, and there's going to be a foul laban kay Don Camaso.
Pinakikitaan talaga tayo ng hustle nitong si Brian Gahol, no? And we were talking about guys stepping up. Certainly, again, in this game, Brian Gahol proving that to us.
Watch the rebound and watch the timing. Nice fake. In our PLDT IDT slow-mo replay, up to 75% off. Pwedeng i-play-by-play ang kwento sa mga kamag-anak abroad. And Brian Gahol, a product of the University of the Philippines. Kababayan ko rin yan mula sa Los Baños.
Ah, ganun ba?
Kamusta po kayong lahat dyan sa Baybayin, Los Baños, Laguna. Welcome sa Bayan ng Superstars, ang inyong kababayan si Brian Gahol at the line.
Produkto rin ng PBN yan, kasamang Noli, no?
Oo, totoo yan, ang panahon mo.
Oo, hindi naman masyado malayo yun. No? Last year lang yun.
Okay. Parang kasing tanda mo na yung sinasabi nila Anthony, 1975 pa sila nag-go-cover.
Parang nung panahon ng hapon yung ibig sabihin.
Hindi naman. Ito, panahon ng turnover para sa Mobiline. Wala na naman ang bola. Napalakas yung pasak kay Carlos Strong. 5 turnovers na ang Mobiline phone fouls dito sa second quarter. They only had 3 back in the first. So, medyo purara sila dito sa bola sa second period.
Caused also by the defense puta by Alaska.
That's right.
Tumindi yung kanilang depensa pagdating nito sa second quarter.
Here's Santos floating. He has 10 in the game. What a quarter for the slasher. Double digits for him. And he has given Alaska 1-point lead here, 35-34.
Kasamang Noli, nagdidilang anghel tayo. No? We mentioned Brian Gahol, Rodney Santos stepping up. Talagang silang-sila ngayon.
What a game for Rodney Santos. Patrick Fran sa labas. Wala. Rebound. Hindi. Medyo premature yung talo ni Victor Pablo. Amarientos looking downstairs. Sees Rodney again. Gives it up to Gahol. And Gahol moves one. Picking offensive rebound. Yes! And you talk about the intensity na lumaylay kanina, yung itong intensity ng Alaska, parang roller coaster. Minsan mataas, minsan bababa.
Ito ngayon, nagbalik naman para sa kanila. Pure hustle naman pinakikita ng Alaska ngayon.
And Mobiline is in trouble here. 3-point lead para sa Alaska Milk. Camaso, he had a big first quarter. Francisco, natapigan. Here they come again. 4-on-2. Amarientos. Floater off the glass. Ako na, sabi niya.
Wala kang kabang-kaba, no? Pag si Johnny nagdadala ng iyong fast break, he can take the shot and he will find the open man. That time, he took the shot.
And will Alaska get to heaven? Well, not if Camaso can help it here. Camaso still coming up with a big game. 11 already para kay Don Camaso. At natapyas niya yung Alaska lead ng bahagya. Tatlo na lamang, Yeng. 39-36, 4.5 remaining in the quarter. As we take a look at our QuickTime board, brought to you by QuickTime, the all-in-one glue technology by Loctite. Turnover story dito. Bumaliktad na ang igangang hihip ng hangin. Tira sa labas ni Rodney Santos. Sablay, Camaso with a rebound.
Ito, nagbalik na si Jerome Ejercito, no? Persado na si Coach Louie Alas na talagang gamitin siya dahil masyado na siyang matagal nakaupo sa bench because of his foul situation.
Ejercito. Mukhang si Gahol natawagan ni referee Varela dito ng foul. No. It will be against Durentes, it seems. And if Durentes will pick up his first foul, ito isa pa rin nakakatakot na lineup ito. Itong big unit naman ng Alaska. Amarientos is not there. Two quick slashing players. Durentes, Rod.
Sabay niya ipasok si Jerome at saka si Patrick Fran para makapagdala rin pareho ng bola under pressure.
Well, of course, alam natin si Patrick Fran is an excellent defensive player and Alam din ni Coach Louie Alas na si Rodney Santos kumakamada na dito. Kaya naman si Fran na nakatutok kay Rodney Santos.
Ang ganda ng labanan dito yung matchup for matchup no? Dahil parehong malalalim ang bench ng teams na to.
Eto, agad pinigilan ni Fran si Rodney Santos sa pag-angat, and that will be a foul on Patrick Fran. They are in the penalty, number 3 now on Patrick Fran. And Rodney Santos will go to the line.
2 free throws for Rodney Santos.
What an interesting story Rodney Santos is. Second pick overall back in 95.
Ito, no? Batang FEU din to, si Rodney Santos.
Had a stellar career or playing career sa amateurs. MVP yata to ng NCAA ng UAAP.
Oo.
At tapos of course pagpasok niya sa PBA, medyo hindi siya masyado napansin doon sa Pure Foods TJ Hot Dogs na lineup. Became a free agent at nakuha ng Alaska Milk, and everything else is history as we take a look at 13 coming up with a putback here. Lead is up again to 6 points ang Alaska. And Rodney Santos gets the miss. Pushing it up. Ang bilis ng pagpapalit ng tao ni Dimko. Here's Kurt King again.
Actually, kasamang Noli, mabilis nga yung ikot at rotation ng mga tao. Nagsasabayan sila, no? Kahit dito si Louie Alas, nakikisabay doon sa balasa ng tao ni Coach Timko.
Kanina wala si Barrientos.
Ayun, andyan na kagad.
Andyan na naman kagad. Ejercito, tinatao niya Barrientos. Natapikan na naman. And here's another steal. Quick hands by Johnny. Binigay kay Santos. 12 in the game for the slasher.
Alam mo, mukhang may foul doon, ano? Pero hindi na tinawag ng referee na ang tingin ko may foul si Johnny. Pero what's good about that is hindi na nagreklamo si Jerome. Basta tuloy-tuloy na lang.
At ngayon, ang Mobiline phone foul, sihiling ng 30-second timeout as we take a look at the steal here by Johnny Abarrientos. And as we said, napaka-delikado nitong unit ng Alaska Milk pagdating sa takbuhan. Rodney Santos on the left side na tumapos ng fast break. On the right side was Kenneth Duremdes. So wala kang pipiliin doon pagdating sa fast break.
Yes.
And now Louie Alas will have to think about this and talk about this one. Let's see. Well, now it's going to be a full timeout. Commissioner June Bernardino, umaraw man, bumagyo.
Nakatawa pa rin.
Laging nakatawa, of course. Laging present sa ating liga. Almost a turnover there. Rodney Santos has been one hell of a player dito sa second quarter. He has outscored the entire Mobiline crew. As we take a look at our numbers in the paint, dominado ng Alaska Milk.
Ayun. At alam mo, ito si Coach Timko, kahit 10 puntos na itong lamang niya, hindi nagre-relax. Talagang pukpok na sa mga players niya dahil naalala niya yung nangyari sa kanila against natalo sila dito sa Ginebra. No?
Oo. Nampuna nga bati nila. Ejercito. Tumira sa labas. Wala. That's the other problem ng Mobiline. Yang ito si Jerome Ejercito has not been able to put up the numbers.
Start ka, mahihirapan ka talaga mag-recover. Naku.
Siniswerte pa ang Alaska ngayon.
Oo.
Foul number 1.
Ayun yung sinasabi natin, presence of mind. Ano? Alam ni Kenneth, tinamaan siya, narinig niya yung whistle. Gusto niyang ipasa. Pero itinira na lang niya. Ang dami niya naisip sa split second na yun. Naisip niya na itira ko na lang to.
Iname pa niya yung bola. Sabi niya tama lang yung bitaw ko, yung aking pulso. 120 over 90. Talaga naisip niya lahat.
Alam mo yung split second na yun, nagiging slow mo yan sa isip mo. Pagka talagang very stable ka.
Although nagmintis si Kenneth Duremdes muli from the free throw line. 3 mintis na yata si Kenneth Duremdes. 0-3 from the free throw line. Timcon is not concerned at all. They have a big 12-point lead right now. Papasok po tayo ng 2 minuto sa ikalawang yugto. There's a jump ball at the center circle right in front of us. Duremdes again as we enter the 2-minute mark. Wino gives it to Kurt King. Short stab. And Strong is there. by the King.
Ganda na ng depensa ng Alaska. They're really choking yung offense ng ano rito, Mobileye.
Oh. Winyoy, sabi
Oo,
ni.
grabe. Wala na ron sa kanto si Kenneth Duremdes. Hindi siya nakita ni Winyo.
Sakit ni Winyo yan eh. Minsan panira na.
Ida-drive pa.
Gusto ilapit pa. Oh.
Pero very comfortable lead pala nito, no? 12
Oo.
points in 1 minute 31 seconds left in the first half. Yan ang problema ng Mobileye dito. Wala sila masyadong makita ang panggagalingan ng puntos nila, no? Hirap sila maghanap ng scorer. And itong si Jerome Ejercito is trying to produce something here.
14, Johnny Abarientos.
Abarientos sa tatawagan ng kanyang ikatlong personal foul. Medyo dinidiinan ni Ejercito eh dahil hindi siya makakuha ng puntos, hindi siya makakala sa depensa ng Alaska. At take a look at Rodney Santos, yung nabanggit natin kanina. He has just been unstoppable here in the second quarter.
Parang import ito si Rodney Santos, 13 versus more. The whole Mobileye team is only 9 points in this quarter.
Ball Hawkins for Johnny Abarientos. Al Solis for Don Camasos.
Couple of substitutions. Al Solis, medyo pahiyang ito. Papalitan niya si Camaso with only a minute and 22 remaining in the first half. Abarientos also sitting down here.
Naghahanap si Coach Louie Alas dito ng hot hand or instant offense. Ayan si Al Solis, basta nalibre yan. Especially from the 3-point area. He will not hesitate to take that shot.
Oh yes, veterano yan. And the lead is down somewhat here. 10 points with a minute and 15 remaining in the second period. Santos with a hot hand, 13, all made in the second. Here's Hawkins back in the game. They move it around. Santos again, slashing to the lane, and he is 15. What an incredible game.
That's why they call him the slasher.
Oo.
Ayan ang expertise talaga niya. But if you let him, pag hindi mo nilapitan, he'll take the jump shot on you.
Kaliwa pa yun, Yeng.
Yes.
Rodney Santos.
12 points lead para sa Alaska. Strong, going strong, missing that shot. He picks up the loose ball. And Strong is lucky.
Oo, tama. May halong buenas na yun. Ano, nagkamali na sana sila ron. Eh, naging ano pa, yung garbage, naging ginto pa para sa kanila.
Sabi nga nila, sometimes better to be lucky than good. Kurt King, nabitawan ng bola. Good tap from Jericho Diniera. They got to push it up. They're down by 10. Strong. And there's a tap by Rodney Santos. Again, anticipating that one. Santos is ahead, no pass. Hawkins, breaking, going up. Bang! Alaska is just shooting the lights out here. Araneta Coliseum. They're on top by 12. Only 2 seconds to go. Ejercito isn't that one.